I want to have a coffee takeaway.
Yes. Filter coffee or espresso?
I don't get it.
Maybe our lives were not meant to collide from the start, but who could foresee the fall? Maybe it's time to decide what to do with the fact that it happens to us all. From time to time it all comes around, and no one knows the end. We're all building bridges slowly, tearing them down fast to start over. We're all trying to come over memories of the past and start over. The past can start over. Start over. Stay in line to prevent all the chaos, but happiness can't wait.
They have a way to and usually when they sort of found a way to get to the village. Salted caramel. One of my favorites. Works for the way
This is my story. Raised in a small town, trying to burn out in glory. Yeah. I never quite grasped it. This world that was my surroundings. My heart screamed out for more. It's the storm inside that's breaking my heart each morning while it keeps it going. It's been driving my life into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way to go. Like the journey just begun. It's the storm inside that's breaking my heart each morning while it keeps it going. It's been driving my life into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way to go. It's the storm inside, oh, that's breaking my heart each morning while it keeps it going. It's been driving my life into both joy and sorrow, and there's still a long way to go.
عايشة سكرتشر اختلاط auf Form is not as it looks today.
legs and they're shaking.
Truth or dare? Truth or dare?
And this water.
Dare.
I dare you after to go inside.
No thanks.
Watch out.
Is it deer?
No,
Not
shallow. Come on, you got another guy coming in.
I just wouldn't stand.
Wow.
God, the water's nuts.
Wow.
Oh, you like it? You should come here. I don't feel anything.
Patrick, but I can't anymore.
I did it.
How does it feel the contrast?
It's not too bad.
Not too bad.
No, not too bad.
I was so nervous to talk. Happened so fast. Went from so lonely to falling asleep in your arms. I used to be afraid to fall in love. My past relationship was a disaster, but now I don't care. 'Cause you took my scars